I painted my pool green after my neighbor complained about my green pool. I am not op. Original post by you. Deleted. In our petty revenge. And NBSP. I painted my pool green after my neighbor complained about my green pool. The 10th of March 20. One of my neighbors complained about our green pool. It had been neglected for the winter and was looking a bit gross. I was actually in the middle of getting the chemicals sorted when an officer from the council turned up to do an inspection. I showed her all the chemicals and she was satisfied that I was getting it sorted. A week later, and she's back. Neighbors have complained again. It turned out the fiberglass in the pool was badly damaged and we've decided to rip it out and start again. Neighbor does not like the concrete pool. Council officer mentioned that the neighbor kept going on about how at least the concrete look was better than green. They apparently went on at length about how much they hated looking at a green pool. Green is my favorite color. The tradies doing our work also heard the neighbors complaining about our green pool. They showed me a color chart that lists emerald green as an available color. They'll give me a discount on that color if I want it. I've always wanted a green pool. We're going to start painting next week. Hee. Update. Here's the color chart. We struggled to choose between emerald green and brook green. But emerald green is closer to the color it was before we emptied it. https www.luxapulsa.com.au/colorchartsupport.html. Update 2. This is what it currently looks like. https imager.com/a/05rixvg. In the first image you can see some original fiberglass, which ended up fading to a kind of pale yellowish blue. The green in the middle is the sludge that was left at the bottom after we emptied it. It was gross and smelly. The second image shows the pool after it's been ground back and the top tiles removed. It's ready to be sealed next week. The sealant has to cure for 7 days. Then we can paint. So I'll be back to update in a couple of weeks. Update 3/18th November. So, the pool is still not done. We have finally finished sealing it after lots of problems with the weather. Here's how it looks at the moment. https imager.com/gallery/pgeezeeks. It has to cure now for 7 days. Then we can add the paint as long as it doesn't get over 30 degrees Celsius. It's going to be tight to get it finished before the really hot weather starts. I have spoken to the neighbor a few times. They've made several more complaints to the council about us because of the noise and rubbish associated with the renovations. The council have told them that if they make another vexatious complaint, they will take action against them. I have also spoken to the neighbor about a tree on the fence line that is pushing against the fence, causing become a bit unstable. It's apparently our fault and they're not paying to have the tree removed or to fix the fence. I asked them why it was our fault when the tree is clearly on their side of the fence, but they just ranted about the noise of the concrete grinder and stomped away. The next day, they had trimmed all our trees that overhang their fence and thrown the branches into our yard and into the pool. Sigh. I am biding my time. My council friend said that they bear the responsibility, obviously, and that when we get the council out to inspect the newly renovated pool, they'll make a big song and dance about the fence. Send them a fine and a repair it or else order. So, still nothing too exciting, but I will update once the green paint starts going on. Update the 28th of November. Posted here because the update post was taken down and the mods have not replied to my message asking why. So, our pool is nearly finished. Here are the pictures showing the progress. https imager.com/a/7uyokia. The weather has really held us up. The sealant needed 3 days of clear weather to go on, but we didn't quite manage it. You can see the ring left by the rain that arrived about 12 hours short of the sealant curing. Then, when it was finally time to put the color on, the weather got really hot. We managed to get the first coat on, but can't do any more because it was 48 degrees Celsius here today and you can only use the epoxy between 10 degrees and 28 degrees. Everything will need to be sanded again because you can only leave 24 hours between coats. And we're a tin of epoxy short, so everything's gone a bit pear-shaped. However, today, the neighbors realized that the pool was going to stay green. I saw them looking over the fence and they did not look happy. They told us green pools are against the law. When I asked them to show me what law, they backtracked. They're going to report us to the council again for painting our pool green. It's an awful color and we should be ashamed of ourselves. I've made their lives miserable since they moved in and it's our fault they've had to complain so much. They said they would fix the pool themselves. I showed them one of the new security cameras at that point. They were going to send some friends around to talk to us. I reported it to the police, who said they'd go round and have a chat to them, and also spoke to a lawyer who confirmed that there is no law against a green pool and he would send a cease and desist letter for us if he could come and swim in the green pool. It should be noted that both the police officer and the lawyer are friends, relatives of the tradies, who have worked so hard to get this done. Being nice to people pays off. I spent the afternoon trimming trees and dropping the branches back over their side of the fence. Small petty things are satisfying, but so are big expensive ones. I'll update when it's filled with water. Edited to add. I forget to mention that when I told them it was creepy that they stared over the fence to spy on my kids in their swimmers, they completely lost the plot. Screaming, swearing, the works. They wanted to know what I was implying. I said I wasn't implying anything. I was saying their behavior was creepy and was the sort of thing that lead to people being suspicious about their intentions towards the children. They didn't like that at all. And NBSP. Reminder, I am not the original poster. Wow. When the trades you have working on the job hate your neighbor so much they offer you a discount to spite your neighbor. I live for the petty long cons. I love this story. I think the pool is going to look mysterious and oceanic and unusual. I hope the neighbors move away. Why are some people so obnoxious? I'm disappointed no pics of the pool filled with water. I love this sort of petty revenge. But I'm not a fan of that green either, lol. Oh, that's so green. I love the commitment. Honestly, I'm blown away by how willing people are to openly admit they're looking into their neighbors' gardens. New neighbor has 2 dogs, and when I finally actually met the human neighbor to say hello, she mentioned she had 2 dogs and was sorry if I'd heard them, and I totally acted like I didn't know there were 2 and what breed they were from looking at them in the garden from my bedroom window. God, I love petty people. Some people have alcohol and drugs, but I enjoy a good petty revenge story. I would paint the pool black for heck of it, lol. I've never been so proud to be Australian. Almost brings a tear to my eye. That is golf green. Googled some emerald green pool. With water it's actually not half as bad. I wish we knew how this ended. I fear that Oop ended up being the target of a mob hit, as ordered by the creepy neighbors. I'm imagining them with nefarious connections. Also, the green is pretty bad, lol. I said I wasn't implying anything. I was saying their behavior was creepy and was the sort of thing that lead to people being suspicious about their intentions towards the children. So this is actually my favorite part. I love the straightforwardness of that, and the savage level of Oop throughout. Did I just download a color chart for pools in Australia from 2011? You betcha cool. Excellent petty revenge. I'd recommend even painting the shared fence on your side. The forest green color really complements the whole ambiance. I love the green pool, looks even better with the hate of the neighbors on it green heart. I can't wait to see how this ends. It is definitely creepy for them to be peering over the fence that Mike. Though, they have to have something better to do with their time. I also loved the discount if the oop agreed on green. Lol. If I ever tell someone they're being creepy for looking over a fence at my kids and they ask me what I am implying, I'll tell them that I am implying that they're pedophiles just to see what they do. I love the pool people who overheard the green hate and were like, we offer a green pool discount. BTW. Quote. I've always wondered why you don't see pools in a variety of colors. I mean, blue's my favorite color, so I'm not complaining, but I'm surprised you never see green or purple or something. I actually really like that color. Bonus that it pisses off the nosy neighbors. Oh, but that final edit about spying on the kids in their swimmers being sus. Amazing. Why else would these fools care so much about someone else's pool? Straya.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.